I used to be a student here, or so I thought. But tonight, as I was walking by, something impossible happened. The school, it called me son. The old building has been abandoned for years. I know that for a fact. I walk this path every evening. But tonight the lights were on. Not all of them, just a few glowing like distant, sickly eyes in the twilight. Curiosity, or maybe some strange nostalgia, pulled me closer. The main gate, usually chained shut, was slightly ajar. It creaked open with just a light push. The air inside was thick, cold, and smelled of chalk dust and something else. Something like old paper and forgotten time. The second I stepped inside, the heavy doors slammed shut behind me. The sound echoed down the main hall, a deafening boom that vibrated through the floor. I tried the doors, but they were sealed tight, as if they were never doors at all, just part of the solid wall. A shiver that had nothing to do with the cold ran down my spine. I was trapped. I pulled out my phone. No signal. Of course, the hallway in front of me seemed wrong. I remembered it being long, but not this long. It stretched into the darkness, the lockers lining the walls seeming to go on forever, like teeth in a giant silent mouth. A faint whisper slithered out from the shadows. It was a soft, dry sound, like rustling leaves, and it said my name. My full name. My heart hammered against my ribs. I started walking faster and faster, my footsteps the only sound besides my own ragged breathing. I needed to find another way out. I passed my old homeroom, room 204. The door was open. Peeking inside, I saw my old desk, third row, second from the front. But it was the only desk in the entire room. The others were gone. On the blackboard, scrawled in what looked like fresh chalk, were the words, "We missed you." I backed away slowly, my mind screaming. This wasn't real. It couldn't be. I hurried down the hall, turning a corner into a section of the school I didn't recognize. There was a classroom here that never existed before. Room 301. The door was painted a deep, unsettling red. A voice whispered right beside my ear, a chorus of hushed tones, all speaking at once. "You were so good at history, son. You always remember the dates. How could it know that? How could anyone know that?" Panic began to set in. I turned and ran, blindly, desperately. The hallways seemed to twist and change around me. Doors appeared and vanished. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. They weren't just saying my name anymore. They were calling me things, familiar things. "Come home, son. Don't be scared, son." The building itself seemed to be breathing. A low, rhythmic hum that made my teeth ache. I saw a light ahead, the faint glow of the exit sign above the gymnasium doors. I sprinted towards it, hope surging through me. I burst through the doors and into the gym, but it wasn't empty. All the desks from all the classrooms in the entire school were arranged in perfect rows on the basketball court, all facing the stage. On the stage, a single spotlight shone on the blackboard. And on that board, in a child's frantic handwriting, a message was being written by an unseen hand. It was my handwriting. It said, "I don't want to go." A final, deafening voice, the voice of 1,000 teachers and 1,000,000 bricks, boomed through the gym. "You never graduated, and you never left." I spun around, looking for the exit I'd just come through. The doors were gone. There was only a solid brick wall. I ran to the main entrance on the far side of the gym, the one that led out to the front lawn. I threw my weight against the heavy steel bars, rattling them, screaming for help. But as my eyes adjusted to the darkness outside, I saw it. There were no gates, no fence, no street, just an endless dark void. The school had swallowed everything. The whispers returned, soft and possessive, echoing all around me. "Welcome home, son."